You're standing outside, maybe on your way to work, maybe holding your phone, maybe just breathing, unaware of anything unusual. And then, in a single silent moment, gravity doubles. The force that keeps your feet on the ground suddenly becomes twice as strong. Your legs buckle, your chest compresses, your heartbeat struggles, and humanity now has 60 seconds to survive the most violent invisible shift the planet has ever seen. This is the story of a world where Earth's gravity suddenly doubled, and what would really happen if one of the fundamental forces of nature turned against us. Gravity, the quiet architect of the universe, it shapes planets, holds atmospheres, drags oceans, and without us noticing, controls every second of our lives. We evolve under it. We build under it. Our hearts pump against it. Our bones strengthen for it. We don't just live on Earth. We live for Earth's gravity. So when that force suddenly intensifies everything, every movement, every structure, every living thing is instantly pushed to the brink. But how does it begin? What does the first second look like? And could humanity, even for a moment, withstand the unimaginable pressure? Let's walk through it, moment by moment. The first second, no warning, no sound, just an overwhelming heaviness collapsing onto every living being. Your body weighs twice as much. Every step feels like lifting concrete blocks tied to your legs. Your head bows, your spine compresses, and your muscles fire in panic as gravity presses you downward with relentless force. Birds fall from the sky instantly, unable to generate enough lift to stay airborne. Insects crash to the ground. People stumble, fall, scream. Within the first 5 seconds, billions around the world find themselves pinned to the ground, unable to stand. The air fills with the sound of shattering glass as windows, not designed for this strain, crack under their own weight. At 10 seconds, the true terror begins. Your heart is now fighting double the resistance. Every beat demands twice the effort to push blood upward. Your lungs struggle as your diaphragm strains just to inhale. It's not just pressure, it's suffocation from within. Your organs, suspended in place by tissues built for one gravity, press downward with crushing force. And this is only the beginning. Buildings start to groan. Structures engineered for a delicate balance begin to feel the stress. Elevated highways tremble, bridges bow, cranes topple. The Earth itself doesn't shake, but humanity does. At 20 seconds, the global infrastructure begins to tear apart. Power lines sag and snap. Water towers rupture under their own weight. Dams, designed for hydrodynamic pressure but not gravitational stress, start developing fractures. Aircraft plummet, unable to generate lift in a world suddenly twice as heavy. Inside your home, everything feels wrong. Shelves collapse, furniture cracks, pipes strain. Millions of objects come crashing down not because they moved, but because the world beneath them suddenly became hostile. 30 seconds. Human survival becomes a battle of biology. Those with weaker muscles collapse entirely. Elderly individuals struggle to breathe. Children are completely immobilized. Even the healthiest athletes feel their bodies trembling under the relentless weight pressing them into the ground. But gravity is not just a biological enemy. It's a planetary one. Earth's atmosphere begins to shift. Gravity pulls it closer to the surface, compressing it. Air pressure rises globally. Storms become more violent. Wind patterns destabilize. Weather systems twist into unpredictable forms. And now, 40 seconds. The oceans begin to respond. Gravity pulls water downward with twice the strength. Tides become monstrous. Coastlines recede slightly as water levels redistribute, surging into lower regions with terrifying speed. Rivers flow faster, waterfalls slam harder, and deep beneath the oceans, pressure doubles, pushing marine life to the brink. If humanity survives the first minute, the planet itself begins transforming. But right now, we're at the 45-second mark. You're still on the ground, chest heaving, arms trembling, fighting the weight of a new world. Hospitals strain as equipment not designed for double gravity malfunctions. Emergency services collapse. The global internet remains alive, but messages become frantic, chaotic, filled with confusion. At 50 seconds, buildings start to fail. Skyscrapers, engineered with precise tensile limits, begin to show stress fractures. Balconies break away, elevators fail. Foundations groan as weight distribution doubles. Aircraft carriers sit lower in the water. Trains grind against tracks. Vehicles struggle to move, engines overworking, tires flattening under doubled pressure. 55 seconds. Humanity reaches its breaking point. Many cannot breathe. Muscles shake uncontrollably. Internal organs feel heavier. Falling to the ground is no longer a loss of balance. It's a necessity, a survival instinct. And now, 60 seconds. 1 minute into a new gravitational era. The world has changed beyond recognition. What happens next depends on what comes after. Does gravity remain doubled forever, or is this only a temporary event? Let's imagine both outcomes. If the gravity remains doubled, humanity enters a new dark age. Movement becomes restricted. Only the strongest can walk, and even then, only for moments. Construction collapses as machines fail under the new weight of materials. Farming becomes almost impossible. Cities turn into prisons, and society fractures into pockets of survivors who adapt or perish. Evolution would take over. Bones would thicken over generations. Muscles would grow stronger. Hearts would evolve to pump with greater force. Humans would become shorter, denser, heavier, a species hardened by gravity. But adaptation takes time, and time is the one luxury humanity does not have. If the gravity returns to normal after a short period, the damage remains catastrophic. Thousands of buildings have collapsed, millions are injured, planes have fallen, oceans have shifted, infrastructure has shattered. The entire planet is in chaos, yet humanity survives. Medical teams rush to treat injuries caused by extreme internal strain. Governments investigate. Scientists seek explanations. Perhaps a cosmic event, a dark matter anomaly, a passing gravitational wave, or a temporary distortion in Earth's core. We look to the stars. We question our place. We fear what else the universe can do to us without warning. Because gravity isn't just a force. It's a reminder that the universe is not a gentle place. It's powerful, unpredictable, indifferent. And this scenario, while extreme, is grounded in science. We know how gravity shapes our physiology. We know how it affects ecosystems. We know how fragile our infrastructure would be if the delicate balance changed. History shows us that even small shifts, earthquakes, atmospheric changes, tidal variations, can reshape civilizations. But doubling gravity? That's more than a disaster. It's a reset, a reminder of how dependent we are on constants we never think about. So the question becomes, if this happened once, could it happen again? In a universe filled with unseen forces, dark matter clouds, rogue planets, black hole interactions, and cosmic phenomena we have barely begun to understand. Are we truly safe? Or is Earth simply drifting through space, at the mercy of forces beyond imagination? And if gravity doubled today, what if next time it disappears completely? What would happen if gravity suddenly turned off? Maybe that is a story for another day.